This is Miss Lizzie, and I want to welcome you to the Queen Lizzie podcast. Together, we will go through the history of Rosewood, Florida, and watch as the once prosperous town rises out of the bloodshed, fire, and ash to reveal the people, the memory, and the legacy of Rosewood. Watch every Thursday on Facebook and YouTube, or listen to our story on Apple or Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Hello, everybody. I am Lizzie Robinson Jenkins, representing not only the Rosewood Foundation, but the personal testimonies and history of cherished friends and family. You are now watching the Queen Lizzie podcast. Today, we are talking with Boisy Waiters. Welcome, Boisy.
How you doing, Lizzie? It's good to be here.
I am doing fine, and I am honored. It's a pleasure to have you here as my guest.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
And where are you from? Where are you coming from?
I work at Santa Fe College. I'm an academic coach working with veterans. The program I work with is veterans transitioning from military to school, and we help them with all parts of being getting their degree and then transferring to either UF or wherever they want to go.
Wonderful, wonderful. So that is connecting with the local. Do you connect with Charlie Jackson?
I work with Charlie, but not Charlie's in the community, so
yes.
I go to some of his events when they have like Veterans Day and things of that nature.
Okay.
But our program, we help all veterans in the community that want to go to school.
Yes.
So we help them in our program. With a shout out to Nick, Sandra, Terry, and Ali. We help veterans get their benefits in terms of going to school. And in our program, you have to have 3 requirements. One, you have to either be disabled, have disability, low income, or first generation.
Okay.
To be in our program. But go ahead.
No, I'm saying wonderful, because I didn't know this. And absolutely, I hope the audience listening, will share what they are hearing with other people.
Yes, and I'll leave you some information about that program. But we also have, Santa Fe is a wealth of programs, and a lot of people don't know a lot of the programs we offer.
Yes.
So you have programs for continuing ed, which is, things in the community, like if you want to get your SHRM, or if you're in human resources, they have things for that nature. Mm-hmm. If you're in, if you wanted to get construction, if you want to do nursing, if you wanted to do building construction. Okay. They have all those type of programs at our college.
Okay, wonderful. And what you can do, leave us a link, and we will attach it to this show.
Okay, I have some stuff to hand out that you can have, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Perfect.
And it has all the different type of programs and services. You can go anywhere from your associates all the way to your bachelor's at Santa Fe College.
Wow, that is wonderful. I know I have a little cousin who wanted to go off to a university out of town, but once she visited Santa Fe, she changed her mind. She's doing extremely well.
Well, we have a lot of veterans when they come in, they want to go to transfer to UF, but once they get to Santa Fe, they say, I don't need to go to Santa Fe. Go to UF, I could just stay at Santa Fe.
Exactly. You have an awesome program there.
Yeah, we do. Like I said, we have so many different programs, and the community really don't know all the programs and things they have, and they're continuously adding things. I'll tell you, one of the good things, one of the programs, if you don't want to go to school for a long period of time, is a program called Surgical Tech, which is like 10 months, and they're begging for people. It's 10 months, and then UF picks you up. Now you can do that. It's working with like the equipment and surgery, and they teach you how to do all of that, and in 10 months you have it. Usually you get a job with shares, benefits, and all of that. So they have several programs. Welding is another quick program if a person doesn't want to go to school for a long period of time.
Yes.
It's about a year, and you have your welding certification.
Wonderful, wonderful, and people need to know this.
Right.
We really do. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm very fond of Santa Fe. I didn't go through Santa Fe. In fact, when I was started college, everything was segregated. I don't think Santa Fe was founded, established here. However, I do support what is going on. I know the president, and he's aware of my program. You know, I am a descendant of Rosewood, and Dr. Brody invited me. He heard about Rosewood and invited me, special invitation, sit down, talk with him. And I said to him, well, now, Dr. Brody, talking about Rosewood, it's forever. It's like 2 or 3 hours. I said, it's too long. I said, I'll give you a short version of it. He said, sit down. I want to hear the entire story.
Yeah, Dr. Brody's good. He's been here 2 or 3 years. He's implemented a lot of new programs and is continuously building things. So he's a good person. He's connected to the community.
Yes, he is well connected.
And they have all kind of programs at Santa Fe because of him.
Exactly. And I read about many of them. I say to myself, I wish I could go, but I live in Archer. It's a long ways, and I'm in Gainesville.
Well, they do have other campuses. They have a Alachua campus. They have a Keystone campus.
They have an Archer campus.
Yeah, they have Archer. So they have satellite campuses. So it's accessible to everybody besides just the main campus in downtown. So that's a good thing.
Exactly, and love the downtown. Blunt Center.
Yes, the downtown campus is a beautiful campus. Yes. That's the newest campus. And they're still going to build some more stuff downtown.
Yeah.
And on the main campus as well. So it's continuously building.
I know, and improving. And it's awesome too. Right. And it's really good, like you say, for the community. People that are not able to go off to college, they can make their first stop at Santa Fe. Yes. And it was a pleasure meeting you, brother Sigma. Cousin. When I met you, I think I discovered that you were married. You are married to my cousin.
Correct.
Yes. And I said, what? But Sigma brother married to my cousin. But anyway, we have bonded, and I appreciate you. And I thank you for all of the support that you have given to Rosewood and to our family.
Right.
That is needed.
Well, I do everything I can to support Rosewood. A lot of people don't know about Rosewood. It's Rosewood and other places were the same, they burn towns. But it's here locally in Florida and in Gainesville, and you're an integral part of letting the community know about what Rosewood is.
Exactly, and I appreciate help from Steve Spurrier, and this is where we are sitting today in the Steve Spurrier podcast room. Right. I appreciate him when they reached out to me, and they want to help keep this history alive. And Freddie Weeby that you just met is awesome. Okay, he runs orchestrates everything. He is a good person to know. He knows everybody. Right. And he's not selfish. He named my podcast. I love telling people, he named my podcast Queen Lizzie Podcast. But he has been supportive. Meldon Law, very supportive. Bank of America, Campus, not Bank of America, Campus USA.
Right.
Okay. Credit Union have been very supportive. These are the people that support Rosewood. I definitely appreciate them. Right. And they are not hesitant or reluctant when it comes to discussing history. It's hard history, but we didn't create it. It's history. And my mother told me, you better preserve my sister's history. Right. Okay? So going back to your wife, close, she doesn't know it, but we're close because her great-great-grandfather is brother to my great-grandmother.
Oh, okay.
So it goes back.
Wow. It goes back a long ways.
Yes, but she's very close Rosewood descendant too.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, indeed. So working together, and what I want to do, I want to involve the sorority and the fraternity. They don't know how big Rosewood is. We are huge. We are international. There is a program that we have out there called the Elegy to Rosewood. Type it in, look it up, and you will see how huge we are and where we are in the United States. Okay, where we stand. We stand on others' shoulders, but we want to include especially the blue and white family. And I know with us all working together, we can't do anything but grow and go.
So what can we do as an organization, not only just the blue and white, but maybe the Divine Nine as well?
Exactly.
So what can we do to help you or assist you to better grow and educate people on Rosewood?
First of all, they can subscribe to the podcast,
Right.
what we're doing today.
Okay.
Share it with other people. Follow us.
Right.
The next thing, we are building a Rosewood Museum in Archer.
Right. I
Okay.
remember that.
We need funds, okay, to build the museum.
Mhm.
I do have on my website, rosewoodflorida.com. That's Rosewood, Florida, spell it out, .Florida. .com. And donate. You can donate as small as $2 monthly. Make it concurrent.
Right.
Well, I'd say monthly. Well, it can become concurrent, $20 a month.
Right.
Okay, or how much you would like to or can afford to. 1,000 a month if you can afford it.
Right.
We're not asking that.
Right.
Money adds up. If I can get, or we can get $20 or $25 a month
Mhm.
from each or many people, okay, that will help us build a Rosewood Museum in memory of the Rosewood Massacre.
And so you're building a museum?
Yes.
And so you're trying to get monies in order to start, or do you have a target date in mind that you would like to start by?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm sure it was like yesterday.
We are planning, we're putting together as I speak, a start date
Mhm.
to raise funds. Okay. And I may ask you to come back on the show. Okay. And we talk more about it. We do have a start date.
Okay.
And our finish date for the museum is like 26, 27.
Okay.
It's going to take some time. But if we
Couple
get
years.
started, once we start it,
Mhm.
okay, then people will believe in us and they'll see that, okay, there's one building. Okay, then we need to start donating. And by the way, as of yesterday, I put the four pictures
Mhm.
of the upcoming museum on my Facebook. My Facebook, Lizzie Robinson Jenkins, or the Real Rosewood Foundation. Go to one of those Facebook pages and you will see the pictures of what the museum is going to look like in the background. It's awesome. We have 29 acres in the country in Archer, but it's going to be awesome. Okay, and we're going to build, structure, resurrect is the word I'm looking for, the city of Rosewood. Okay, and the reason we're doing it in Archer is because my aunt was the school teacher. She is from Archer. She taught in Rosewood after marrying.
Now Rosewood was near Archer, right? Or
37 miles.
okay, I got you.
Yes, 37 miles from Archer, and I could say she was a teacher there, but her home is Archer, and the property that her father bought in 1897, we still have it in the family,
Oh, excellent.
and that's where we're going to build the museum.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I saw that when you had the program, man. It's a lot of room to grow and build a spot out there.
Yes, yes it is, yes it is.
Let me ask you another question. Have you considered talking to, in terms of fraternity, like the national offices, to help you or educate them, and possibly they could do something nationally, fraternity-wise and
No,
sorority-wise?
I have not. Would you like to do that?
Well,
You don't have to answer right now, but think about it. Would you like to be a contact to help me,
possibly, yes.
or to help my board members?
Yeah, we can. That's. I'm just thinking, if you could get in contact with like some of the national headquarters and explain what you're trying to do, and you're part of the Divine Nine.
Yes.
Even if they did a small contribution,
Exactly.
it could help, and then it could educate people too,
Exactly.
as well as what you're trying to do and what it is about. So, just something I
Exactly.
just thought about, just in speaking in terms of fundraising.
Yes, I like that. Okay, I've thought about it, but I'm doing so much, don't
Right.
have time.
Right.
Okay, and I like when people like you think outside of the box
Right.
and can bring this to my attention. That would be a good idea to get the Divine Nine involved,
Yes.
and all of us have a part.
Tell you what would be really good is definitely if once you get it going, if you could have one of the national offices come down when it opens up, it's part of, just the celebration. When it happens. When it happens.
I like that too. Beautiful. See, I hadn't thought of that either. Yes, we'll have them to come down and they can be a part of the opening ceremony. Okay, that's about time for our first how. We are going to head to a quick break and we'll be right back after a word.
I am Black History.
I am Rosewood Black History.
I am Florida and America's Black History.
And you are too.
January 1st, 1923, the KKK insurrectionists attacked Rosewood, killing 5, burning it down.
Because a white woman lied and cried, a black man assaulted me. Rosewood redevelopment is on its way.
Want to help? Visit rosewoodflorida.com.
Meldon Law has been serving personal injury victims since 1971. In those days, Jeffrey Meldon's presence as an attorney in the music scene dubbed him with the nickname the Hippie Attorney. And although times have changed, 2 things haven't: our commitment to bettering our community by helping the injured,
Albert, are you ready to go to the game?
and our love for the Florida Gators.
If you bleed orange and blue, Meldon Law is the firm for you.
Welcome back to Queen Lizzie Podcast, brought to you weekly from the Steve Spurrier Podcast Room at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. We are here with Boisy Waiters. The Queen Lizzie Podcast is brought to you by Campus USA Credit Union, live from the Meldon Law Gator Studios at Spurrier's Gridiron Grill. Okay, and while we're talking about Spurrier's Gridiron Grill, remember, each weekend they have a brunch from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Every weekend, the best food in town. So remember to patronize them, okay? They are very supportive of Rosewood history and Lizzie and Queen Lizzie. And it is very important to have that type of support. When they support me, I feel like the entire community is supporting, because everybody respects Coach Steve Spurrier.
Right. And you've had him on your show, right?
I have had him on my show twice or 3 times.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
It is good.
Have you had President Brody on your show yet?
No, however, I'm still working on it.
Yeah, he has his schedule is super busy.
Exactly. And every time I get in touch with Paula, that's what she tells me. He's busy, Miss Jenkins. I can't catch up with him.
His schedule is crazy.
But I understand.
Yeah.
But he has an open invitation.
Right.
And she is working on it. And he is so good for that college. So good to the point that I have designed my friend, a board member, has designed diorama. And we are going to donate a diorama to the museum once it's complete at Santa Fe.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
And it showcases the entire Rosewood community before the massacre. Mm-hmm. Houses, churches, the John Rice store. It's going to be awesome.
How big was the community before the massacre? You know?
Not very big. Approximately 45 acres.
Okay.
Okay.
So how many people? Maybe like 100, 200?
Maybe between 100 and 200 before the massacre.
Okay.
Okay. And it was 5 blacks killed, 2 whites killed. Mm-hmm. As far as my research, has verified. Okay. Now, people say, 300 or 400 were killed. There were not 300 or 400 living in Rosewood, but they were killed. Many left that night, going in different directions, never returned.
Right.
Okay, Sylvester Carrier was the shotgun-toting black man in Rosewood that everybody feared, especially the whites. Mm-hmm. And what they wanted to do is kind of like take control of Rosewood. And they thought if they get rid of Sylvester, they would have it under control. So it was Sylvester Carrier, Sam Carter, my uncle Aaron Carrier, the teacher's husband, and one other person that I can't think of his name right now, Bradley. He was a Bradley. But those 4 men stuck together. Okay, so I was going to say that so much happened in Rosewood, and they all went in different directions because Sylvester Carrier's daddy was out of town when Rosewood happened. Okay, he never came back. No one knows where he was. Other than me, I know where he was, but I'm not ready to tell it. It's going to be in my book.
Okay.
But he was out of town, so they all went in different directions. However, today there are 6 foundations. We are just not coming together because we didn't know about each other. Okay, but now we are communicating, and whenever they want to know anything about Rosewood, they get in touch with me. Do I tell them? Of course I do. Rosewood does not belong to me.
Right.
It's information. I share it because they know and they respect that I have done 42 years of research. So they ask Lizzie anything they want to know to confirm what they are thinking. And of course I share with them. And we each have our own website. We each has. Each is the subject. I had to correct that.
Okay.
So we each have. Okay, and we're just a bunch of people that's keeping the history alive and trying to be happy. We are happy. And making sure our kids know the history of Rosewood. And when the legislators, in conjunction with Governor Lord Charles, worked on this project to make sure the House bill, the Rosewood House Bill 591 was passed, they included a scholarship, a family scholarship in that bill. More than 300 Rosewood descendants have graduated.
Do they still have that scholarship going?
They do.
Oh, excellent. So how does one apply for it?
You have to be a descendant, and you have to have documented your family tree.
I got you.
Back in 1994. Okay, so my little cousin told me not too long ago, and she is a real descendant, she said, I tried to get that scholarship. I said, what did they ask you for? The first thing they ask you, okay, to submit, she said, a family tree. And she said, I didn't have it. I said, but I have it.
Right.
You should have called me. You would have had to go through your father, Charlie Crawford, and you would have had to list his birth certificate to show.
So for Daphne, if my son wanted to apply, he would go through Daphne's family tree, which
Exactly.
would list her great-grandfather.
Yes, but they have to have submitted it
Okay.
back in 1994.
That's back in 94.
Because she probably didn't know about it.
She wouldn't have.
Right, because
right.
we had people calling us, you have to submit. I said, I've already submitted. So it was documented, okay?
Right. I
So
got
one
you.
of our latest graduates is now an attorney with Morgan & Morgan. So it is important, it's very important to call the State Department, Florida State Department, and find out if you are connected.
Speaking of, you're talking about history in schools. How does giving this history to the local community, how do you get the information out to students? Because of the climate, they don't want to teach history or Black history or other people's history. So how do we go about telling a story in the schools and teaching kids about Rosewood?
There are teachers that still call me and ask me to speak.
Okay.
I never say no.
Right.
And when I'm there speaking, I let them know that Black history is who we are.
Right.
It's our history.
Right.
No man is going to stop me or block me from
Right.
talking about my history, good, bad, or ugly.
Right.
We didn't create it, but we lived it.
Right.
And I am honored to share it.
Have you been to Caring and Sharing?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Good. 'Cause
When
I
they
know
first opened, yes. I
Okay.
went to Caring and Sharing. And I wrote my book, it's called Lizzie's Rosewood Race. And as soon as the governor sent out and started blocking books, And I want people to hear this. As soon as the governor started blocking and taking our books off the shelf, I sent him an autographed copy.
The governor.
The governor
Okay.
of the Rosewood race. Now, whether he read it or not, I autographed it to him. He probably read
So
it.
that's DeSantis?
That's DeSantis.
Okay.
And I followed up with a call. Did you all get my? Did you give it to the governor? Yes, we did. But I don't know if they did or not. They probably were afraid to. But anyway, I sent it to him, and I'm going to have I'm going to get an appointment to go up and talk with him. This is our history. He does not have the right to block Black history.
Of course.
No, we built this country. Blood, sweat, and tears. And we are not going to take a backseat to our history.
Also, have you spoken with, do you work, not work with, but I'm trying to, what's the word, with the NACP and talking to them about,
About Rosewood.
Yes.
I'm a live member of the NAACP, and I have gotten an award. They know about Rosewood. I have tried to get in touch with the state president, so that's where I'll have to go through the state.
Right, Dr. Weezy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you know her.
Yes.
And they are busy selling their own program, the NAACP and
Right.
civil rights and that kind of thing.
Right.
But yes, I have talked with them, and when it comes to civil rights, I want people to know I sat at the lunch counter too. So I've been there, done that.
Right.
Okay. This week, as of Wednesday, I went to college in St. Augustine when I say I sat at the
Florida
lunch
Memorial?
counter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Flomo,
yes.
what's that in Miami now?
Yes, it is.
Right.
And I'm going to the museum. I'm visiting the Lincolnville Museum in St. Augustine.
Okay.
Wednesday of this week. I'll be taking
excellent.
pictures, sending back. So I'm all over the place trying to keep this history alive and working with different curators. Okay.
So you need to have somebody else with you, working with you to keep
Thank
the
you.
history going.
Yes.
So, somebody younger that
Yes.
has the same passion and enthusiasm that you have
Exactly.
to keep it going.
Exactly. Because I'm 86.
Yeah.
Okay. I need somebody else.
Yeah, you need some
I need-
some young folks to keep the energy, the vision, the passion going, especially when you get the museum up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know Vincent Hampton? He's a professor at Santa Fe. His name,
Hampton.
Vincent Hampton. I just met him a month ago. I had him on my podcast show. But
know if I
anyway,
see him.
he is a force to reckon with.
Okay.
Okay, he is on Facebook today.
That's in Hampton.
And he attended the event Friday night, and we have become good friends.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a problem with me telling this because he has it on his Facebook today. He said, he didn't say the public, he said people or whatever. I don't know how he worded it. He's real good with words. He said people judged him because his mother, his white mother, fell in love with a black man. And he speaks his truth. And like I say, he's a force to reckon with. He is very interested, and he's going to help me edit my book. He and his mother. His mom is a teacher here. I don't know her name, but she is a teacher here in Alachua County. So I am recently getting involved with people, and I met a young lady Friday night by the name of Teresa Glazer. And she's going to help me. And I met some people Saturday. I have their cards. I don't remember everyone's name.
right.
But they are going to start helping me because I'm old. Well, I'm not old. Well, I am. But I'm proud, and I'm still today in good health.
Right.
And we got to keep this story going.
Yes.
And they have to have the same passion that I have.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they can carry it on.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be carried on. It's a legacy, so it needs to be continued. You and whoever else needs to keep it going. And if you had a museum, it'll be a history.
Yes.
So-
And speaking of legacy, I am honored to let you know that on Friday night I received the
Legacy.
Award, and this was sponsored by my soror, Ramona Jackson. She is awesome if you all don't know it, and she's real.
Right.
So is Vincent.
Right.
Vincent or Hampton, real people. And so are you, real. And I'm glad to introduce you. I will be introducing you to Vincent.
Okay.
I will tell him about you, and you all can look up each other.
Okay.
And his passion is he's very passionate about Rosewood.
Well, the thing with one thing, and I know we're short on time, but when you talk about history, my dad was in politics. He was the first black elected official in Broward County in the 60s. So
Really?
I've always been involved with community activities because of, my dad and my mom being involved in South Florida.
Right.
So when we moved here, I just tried to be involved as much as I can in the community. So
And your father was a Sigma,
yes, he was.
and your mom.
Was a Zeta.
All right. So
my
you are
immediate family was, I'm a legacy on my immediate family. My sister's Zeta was blue and white.
really,
Yes.
really, and see that means a lot. We got to keep it alive. We got to, and I think it was a good idea, as you said, to hook up, connect with the national board,
Right.
and you have the last word. So
Well, I just
anything-
think thankful for the opportunity that you invited me on, and I could, share a little about Santa Fe and the programs that they have to offer, because it's community-based college. It's been here for a while, and so just trying to give exposure to the programs that they have. And thank you for that.
And thank you for being my guest.
Okay.
Okay. I am continuously humbled, honored, and blessed to meet people daily and invite them to join in peace building, healing, and reconciliation through learning about the history of Rosewood. That will wrap up today's episode number 123. I am Queen Lizzie. Until next time, this is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Goodbye.
So.